cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you're from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you're from, life is coexistence, but to know the real.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. I'm your host, K Money, and in the building with me, my co-host Slash, Freddie G, and Comedian 96. Collectively, we are the Mind of Men. You can find us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at 52 Scott Podcast, Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast, and if you're on YouTube, don't forget to like and or subscribe. What's up, fellas? Welcome to another True Tuesday episode. Fellas, I know you guys have seen and heard about this redistricting that's going on in Texas. It's made local as well as national news, and it's where the Senate is trying to fill some vacant seats. Let me give you a little backdrop on how the Senate is composed and how this actually works. In the event that a Senate seat becomes vacant, the governors of 45 states actually have the power to appoint a temporary replacement, and the governors in the other states that are not allowed to appoint, they actually do it by commissions. Now, the Senate currently has 20. Texas Senate currently has 20 Republicans and 11 Democrats, which was this is following the 2024 elections, where the Republicans actually had gained one seat, strengthening their majority from 19 to 12 to 20 to 11. Now, senators serve four-year terms with a unique 2-4-4 cycle, tied to the decennial census. After the 2022 election, all 31 seats were contested due to a redistricting. Senators then drew lots to determine their cycle. Half of the senators serve a 2-year term, which ends in 2024, followed by a 2 4-year term, which ends in 2028 and 2032. The other half serves a 4-year term, which ends in 2026, and another 4-year term, which ends in 2030. Then a 2-year term, which ends in 2032. That really sounds confusing. You know, I thought they just served a 4-year term. Right. But you know, as you can tell or see, you guys remember Sheila Jackson Lee. Right.
Yes.
I know that's one of the seats that's been filled, and it was actually. She passed away and it was vacant, and then Sylvester Turner ran, our old mayor, and he actually won, and unfortunately he died. Passed away shortly thereafter. So I know that's one of the seats that they're trying to fill. Now, Trump is the one that's actually behind all this redistricting confusion and issue that's going on. He's basically trying to protect the Republican slim House majority and avoid repeating, you know, him losing like he did in 2018. You know, and our Governor Hot Wheels pretty much is abiding by Trump's demands. Well, I ain't gonna say his demands, but he's asked Texas to basically fill those 5 seats with Republicans.
What's the actual name of Governor?
I'm sorry, Governor Hot Wheels, also Governor Abbott, Greg Abbott. Yes, sir.
We call him Hot Wheels.
Yeah, Governor Hot Wheels.
Because he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah. Now, the new congressional map that's drawn, it would create 5 new Republican-leaning seats. Now, right now, currently, the Republicans hold 25 of the 38 seats. Normally, the votes on a proposed map is well, let me back up. The votes normally, the redistricting normally takes place after a census has occurred, and the last census was in 2020. New maps are typically drawn at once a decade after the census. I said that crazy. Okay, many states, including Texas, give legislative power to draw the maps. Now, because Governor Abbott, he's called a special session. Well, he called a special session earlier this month to try to vote for these redistricting, and the Democrats didn't make it easy for him. Many of them went to Illinois and what was the other state? Illinois, and I can't think of the other one. Illinois and
Yeah, I'm looking right now. Also, was it not California? Huh? No, not California. But yeah, I see where you say
they pretty much left the state, which made it difficult for Texas to go ahead and get this passed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm very proud that the Democrats have left and are somewhat standing up, because one, it's definitely not fair. You can kind of see the bullying that's going on and the abuse of power that I feel Trump is kind of trying to get away with.
Man, ever since he been in office, he been bullying folks, man.
Mm-hmm. Now, what I do feel is occurring is, even though the Democrats have left, I feel that this is only delaying what they're actually trying to accomplish. Now, right. I'm not saying that with them leaving, it's gonna prevent them from having, being successful at this redistricting. I just again say that, they've actually called a second session now, and some of them have returned, but they need so many in order to get this vote passed. Right. How you guys feel about, the redistricting occurring period, because it affects a lot of the lower communities. Like I say, Sheila Jackson and Sylvester Turner, these were people that could relate to the folks that they were serving.
Right.
And if they do this, if this redistricting becomes successful, I feel that, a person that's going to be representing the county that really has no idea of the community that he's serving, and it's not going to benefit that community. I don't think he's going to be representing that community that he's serving, or will it benefit the citizens in that community, if that makes sense?
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, the guy that I'm sorry, go ahead, Slash.
Well, I was just gonna say it's probably not gonna benefit the people because they go in a different direction. And normally when the city speak, they're never going in that direction of what we as the common folks in the city need. It's always something going around that to where it ends up either costing us more money, or like you say, once they put more Republicans in those seats, we out of there anyway. So I think it's just a losing battle for the citizens under these like Sheila Jackson Lee, or what's our representative that's there now, because we don't have one.
It's
right?
vacant right now.
It's
currently vacant.
See, so and I'm just gonna say this: a lot of people may not know who he is, but if it was up to me to put somebody in one of those seats, the person I would put in that seat would be Dwight Boykins. He actually runs out here in Houston. Now, I know Dwight Boykins for years, since I was a kid, and I know the man is an upstanding citizen, and he tries to fight for the right, for people because of where he's from. He lives in the Third Ward area, kind of, right. Not actually, but there, He's the reason why they got that new HEB out there off of McGregor. Yeah. Dwight Boykins is the reason why that HEB is there. But like I say, I've known him personally for a long time, man, and people like that need to be the ones to represent us because he understands the needs of the people from where he's from.
Slash, I 100% agree with you. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad you said his name, because I actually just talked to him, and he asked me, he said, I can count on you.
Hey, man.
I was like, I got you.
Dwight, a real brother, man.
To vote for him?
Yeah. I actually talked to him.
Yeah, he goes, yeah.
Man, Dwight a real dude, man.
He's solid. And so you took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, he would be the one that I would put
here's
in that position.
Here's the thing, man. It sounds like a broken record when we say this on the 52 Sky podcast, and when other people say it, whether it be in the news or other platforms. It sounds like a broken record, but it's so real. Mm-hmm. Get your ass out and vote.
And go vote, man. These are the ones that's
and
going to
vote.
count.
Because you got to think. Here go the chess move that the Trump administration is playing.
Yeah.
Here's the chess move. For the faithful listeners of the 52 Scott podcast, y'all have heard Freddie G / K Money and Comedian 96 say over and over and over again, to stop some of this bleeding in regards to this administration and what they're doing, because he's here for 4 years and he's signing executive orders and putting orders in place and rolling back things and just running this country amok, in our opinions, right? One of the things that y'all all, if you're a faithful listener of the 52 Scott podcast, one of the things that you've always heard us say, hey, the only way to kind of slow down some of the bleeding, maybe not stop it right away, because it won't stop until you get a decent president in office, but you can slow some of this down by voting during midterms.
Yeah, those are the ones that really count.
Now here's his chess move, meaning this administration. He's trying to get these seats and redraw this district line before midterms.
Right.
Exactly.
Before midterms.
Yeah.
So that's his chess move, because he knows.
People not going to go and vote
He knows
in the midterm.
that people like the guys on the 52 Scott podcast. He knows that they know we got to get out and vote during midterm. And not saying that Donald Trump is looking at the little old 52 Scott podcast, but let's just say he is. Well, what if all of these people are thinking like the guys on the 52 Scott podcast?
Right.
They're going to get out and go vote midterms. They usually didn't come out to vote on midterms. These black folks didn't never come out to vote. They come out for presidential, but they don't never come out for the midterms because they ain't know no better. But now the people on the 52 Scott podcast, the mind of men, they turning around and they pulling people coats.
Yeah.
So now people might go out and start voting. So let me put this power chess move and move my rook to get ready to go and take your bishop or your pawn or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
And so now he's doing a power move by trying to redistrict this before midterms to change these lines.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, back in 2018, when he lost to Biden, well, not in 2018, well, in 2018, the Democrats took control of the House, and that threw a monkey wrench in Trump's agenda, and he was also impeached twice, during that time. So, like you say, Freddie G, I can see him definitely trying to move the pieces to so that where the Republicans would have the majority, which would definitely put us in a bind, in my opinion. Governor Abbott was giving the Democrats at least 24 hours to come back, or he was threatening to remove them from office, which I feel is another bully move.
All the time.
And I just don't see how, I can see, which is why, again, like you just mentioned, Freddie G, getting out and voting and putting the right people in the place would prevent, I think, these type of things from occurring. One thing I do like also with this national attention that we've received, a lot of other governors have actually gotten involved from other states. For example, California mentioned that if Texas did by chance redistrict and give these seats to 5 Republicans, they were going to consider redistricting their counties. And California is actually one of the states where the governor does not have power to redraw the maps, but he's calling a special election to where he's going to do so, and then after they do redistrict their seats, they'll go back to having a commission, redraw the maps like it normally is for California. But again, because he can see the unfairness, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. Right. And not only him, other governors as well for states where the Democrats are leading, I would say. I think that's a great thing that California is doing, because California isn't a small state.
No, it's not.
And it is a red state as well. So, that's saying a whole hell of a lot. And he's even called out on Donald Trump and pretty much told him he's poked the bear, so to speak. So hopefully, I don't know what's going to come of this second session, whether or not they're going to be successful at redistricting or not, because again, the Democrats are, New York was the other state that they went to, Illinois and New York. So I don't know how long they plan to stall, or how effective it's gonna be.
I seen on CNN. I seen a little like mapping before and after if the redistricting was approved. Al Green, that was the guy that got kicked out of Trump's.
Right.
Right now, he has a very small area. If it got approved, he would have a huge chunk area. So would that be I guess?
So you're saying that benefits Al Green?
That would benefit him. So is that bad or is that good?
Well, I think it depends on the counties that he would be.
They just show different mappings of who got what area on CNN.
So would he be like Fort Bend?
He would get all.
So
yeah.
Let's bring it on a minute level.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you have 4 individuals that have certain districts,
Mm-hmm.
and all 4 of those individuals are super duper pro-black to look out for their districts.
Mm.
Then they draw the reline. They redraw the line, and 3 of those individuals are no longer there. They're no longer there. But 1 individual, meaning 3 of the individuals that's no longer there, were Democrats. Now they're replaced with Republicans. And 1 of those individuals that's there, that was able to survive.
Yeah.
His little area grows a little bit more, right? You tell me, what's better representation, 4 or 1?
Yeah, got a point. He answered my question. That's what I need to know, because I was like, I thought that looked like that would benefit us, but then now that he's the way he just said it, I understand what he's.
I really didn't understand it. You're saying that the
so
4.
they basically had names of the. They just only put the Democrats though, so different names, the areas that they currently have, and then if the redistricting got approved, they then repositioned. Some people's areas got smaller. Some people got bigger. I just so happened Al Green had came to my church, Bethel's family, so I just so happened to see that his area got bigger. That's the only guy I was looking at. I didn't look at everybody else's. I just looked at his. His was small, and then it got big.
By chance, do you know
If it gets
what area Al Green covers right now? Before, prior to the redistricting.
They didn't have. They just had like different colors. Like this area was blue. This area was green. This area was white. They didn't. They just kind of had like the map of Texas, and just like the area. It didn't like specifically give me like Fort Bend County or Harris County like that.
Right.
Montgomery. It didn't say. Just kind of just made some little lines of what area they would have.
Yeah. Now keep in mind, it's not just Houston. This is Dallas, all of Texas.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Now, here go what's scary with that. One of my favorite people in Dallas is old girl,
Crockett.
Yeah, Jasmine Crockett. That's probably going to.
She getting screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to affect her.
Yeah.
And she, man, when I tell you, she has a powerful voice, and she don't pull no punches and play no games when it comes to speaking up.
Yeah, she says it like it is.
Yeah, she said it like it is, and she puts people in their place, put Republicans in their place.
Right.
So I would hate for her district and her area, her to get screwed around for the people of Dallas in their community.
Right. Yeah, I want to say I heard somewhere this was early on during the first session where, she was definitely somehow some way I don't want to make up something, but she definitely was getting screwed where this redistricting was concerned.
And here's the thing, though. I can see that because I know that there are other Democrats that speak and speak up and say what they say. But for lack of better words, she has the loudest mouth, the biggest mouth. She has the biggest bullhorn.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, of course, she's going to be the one to get screwed because she got a big megaphone, bullhorn, or whatever you want to call it, because she ain't playing no game.
Yeah, and she be speaking sense, too. It's not like she talking crazy.
Nah,
she's
educated. She's very educated.
Now, I've noticed a lot of the Democrats have been scrambling, and if I'm not mistaken, someone was getting arrested or something like that. I don't know if that's right, but they were not. I just been seeing stuff on the news about once this started happening, they've been trying to.
Yeah, they're trying not to be around so the vote can go through. So they left the state basically. Some went to Illinois and some went to New York.
Right.
And they're holding rallies out there, as well as other rallies that are being held around. I know I heard of one that was being held in Austin. With people disputing, this redistricting that's going on. So it's like I say, it's definitely gaining national attention.
Yeah.
And I was mentioning California Democrats earlier. Well, the California Democrats hold 43 of the state's 52 House seats. So, again, if Texas does lose their 5 seats to the Republicans, then we can count on gaining 5 seats in California, which I don't know, what and how that's going to affect, the election moving forward. But I just feel that, something definitely is going to come out of this. I just feel it's a delay with the Democrats being gone, but I do respect the move that's being made.
Something here says something about Abbott threatening FBI arrest warrants.
Yeah,
that is. That's what I heard.
So that's probably what you were saying. But my thing is, man, why would you? Why? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Fear.
Yeah.
The strike fear.
Yeah.
So listen, man. So for them to redraw that line, to redistrict and all that, they got to meet to have the meetings of the mind, so to speak, right? And so you can't have this if everybody ain't there.
Right.
So, but you still got to go through protocol. Mm-hmm. And when they go through protocol every day, I think it's been every day so far, but when they go through the protocol and they got to sit back and say their little heary, whatever they going to say and all this old stuff, and they look around and half the place is empty.
Ain't nobody there.
Half the place is empty. Well, we got to call this meeting adjourned.
Yeah.
Because everybody ain't here. Mm-hmm. And according to the bylaws and all of these things, X amount of members got to be present, blah, 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 for us to even be discussing this.
Right.
So you're calling these meetings and there ain't nobody there. Mm-hmm. So, of course, let me threaten you with my powers that I have because I'm an elected official with the powers that I have. And now, I don't think he'll be successful in arresting.
Yeah.
But one of the powers, there's a gray area possibly that says that I could do this and I can do that or whatever. So, of course, if you're on the opposite side, you're going to threaten them to do things just to get them back.
Right.
Hoping it'll cause enough fear.
They'll come back.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing with stuff like that. See, eventually, the money is going to come into play, in my opinion. The money is going to come into play. Here's what I mean by money. We're taxpayers. We pay their salary.
Mm-hmm.
And when you are leaving and you're up and rooting and traveling, of course, money got to be spent. And I would assume per diem comes into play and amongst everything else.
Right.
Now, eventually, we got to figure out, okay, it costs more for you to be here doing this over here in this other state. It's costing more for your cost of living. Not to mention whatever their money that they're making, their salaries that they're making, they still got to take care of their home front.
Right.
And pay their bills at their home front. But now they're living in another state. And they still got to eat, they still got to lodge, have lodging, they still got to transportation, all of these things. Not to mention, some of those people, because of their high profile, some of those people may, I don't know if they do this on their own, out of their own pockets. Some of those people may have a little security detail. Mm-hmm. So now, eventually, money's going to come into play some kind of way, and then it's like, okay, I'm away from the state, I'm away from my home, I'm still paying bills at my home, but I'm living out here too.
Right.
And the money that I make on a monthly basis, daily basis, bi-weekly basis, however I'm paid, the frequency of my pay
ain't covering
it's certain things are starting to, and I'm starting to exhaust certain things.
Yeah, Abbott also threatened to fine them also each day that they were
Yeah,
missing,
see,
possibly be fined.
now that right, that's part of the money play.
Yeah.
Now, is he within the legal realm to
do
fine?
that?
It's
Right.
possible. It's possible he may be in legal realm to do that. Now, if it was me and I was one of them, and I'm sure if I can think of this, they've thought of this too. Some kind of way I had to take all my PTO or whatever. Hey man, let me just take off all of this, put that apart so you can't penalize me for that.
Yeah, but I don't think when a special session is called that may be authorized, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure that there's, like you mentioned earlier, the bylaws, so when a special session is called, that's like they don't leave until shit is accomplished, you know what I'm saying? So I doubt if they're even authorized to go take PTO during that time.
I was just talking shit.
Oh.
I was just saying some shit, man.
In closing, man, we've stressed in several shows, like you mentioned earlier, Freddie G, how voting is extremely important during the midterm elections, and this just pretty much validates, you know, how important that it is. It's evident that Trump is not going to allow what occurred when he lost to happen again, and it's certainly trying to move all the pieces to prevent it from happening. If this doesn't motivate you as citizens to get out and vote, I don't know, get out and vote and do your civic duty, then you may as well just start building your burn canal. I appreciate y'all joining us, man. Come back next week. Peace out. This concludes another True Tuesday episode, and be sure you tune in tomorrow for another episode of Women Wednesday with Freddie G. Don't forget to follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at 52 Scott Podcast, Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast, and if you're on YouTube, don't forget to like and or subscribe. And to all my 52 Scott faithfuls, it may be new to you, but if you heard it here, then you know it's true.